What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. The Book of Boba Fett, episode number 6. Sorry, I kind of forgot what show we were watching there for a minute because
You're dumb.
The last episode was so fucking cool. But before we jump into anything else, Bryce, Dallas, Howard, you absolutely rock. It is such an amazing thing to see a positive light shined on the reaction community, and she posted a really dope Instagram message just talking about the reactors that have seen it. She included us, which is, anytime that happens, it's just such a humbling and amazing experience. But it's just so cool to see that kind of thing.
You know me.
just the fact that like these creators are seeing the reactions, and it's like you're praising the reaction, but the reactions can only be great if the content is great.
Exactly.
So Bryce Dallas Howard made it an awesome episode. Return of the Mandalorian. That was so cool. So yeah, just an absolute massive shout out for kind of shining that light, that positive light on the reaction community and including us, because that's always just such a cool and amazing feeling. So
thank you.
Yeah, so awesome. I'm waiting for, if you're watching this one, I'm waiting for your Star Wars trilogy because you make amazing Star Wars content. So yeah. Where's the baby? Are we gonna go visit the baby?
I want to see the baby.
That was such a cool episode, seeing Din with the saber and going through this journey, and he took a job just so he could get back to Mos Eisley, and he made a deal to get a new ship, and that's dope, the Naboo Starfighter, which is so awesome.
That was awesome.
And obviously that's not Anakin's, the one that he flew, because there's thousands of them.
Yes.
But it's the same make and model, which is cool, and he kind of got it tricked out.
Yeah.
That shit looks so fun.
Hit my ride.
Hit my ride, absolutely. That's exactly what went down. And he went through Beggar's Canyon, and just, it looked like he was having so much fun flying that thing, and he's got a little cockpit. Like, they got rid of the droid cockpit. It looked like, maybe little Grogu could fit there at some point.
I need to see it.
So he was recruited at the end by Fennec to come help Boba, and he's got this war to fight, and he needs muscle, and, they wanted to pay him, but he was like, it's on the house. It's cool. But before I do that, I need to go visit an old friend. And I don't know if we're getting that now.
I doubt it.
I don't know if we're going to get that, if they're going to save it for, like, The Mandalorian.
Probably.
But regardless, just the giddiness and the idea that we might see Grogu again at Luke's academy with Luke, training with other Jedi. One funny thing that I mentioned to Nikki after we watched the episode talking about Grogu, it's going to be really interesting and kind of funny to hear him speak. Like, is he going to sound like a more peppy version of Yoda? Like a child
young version?
Like a child version of Yoda with the voice, like high squeaky, like talking like Yoda. That would be so amazing and so cool. Like, I want him to just be like, Dad! Like, when he sees him, like, that would be amazing.
Don't talk about it.
That would be so cool. And, there's a really cool theory floating around there that I saw a lot of you post in the comments about Luke potentially being able to teach Din how to use the saber. Because we saw him struggling with it, being heavy, and not necessarily wielding it the right way. He needs to learn. And, yeah, I think it would be really dope if it was Luke. But he also does now have a relationship with Ahsoka. There are other Jedi and Force users out there alive right now that could show him. I think the idea of Luke or any other Jedi or any other Force user teaching him and training him how to use that saber, that would be fucking amazing. That would be so cool to watch Din getting lightsaber training, so that he could wield the darksaber properly and not have to drag it on the ground or hit himself in the leg and potentially
that was sad.
Cut himself or slice a limb off.
Ugh.
But yeah, that was a really, really dope episode. It was very much a tangent episode because there was no Boba Fett. But the point of it was to show Din's journey to get to the point where he now is going to meet up with Boba Fett. And getting them two together is going to be really dope. Their moments and their scenes together in the Mandalorian season were so cool. And, there's just something really special about Din. Like, the way he carries himself, the way he walks around, and, he even got maybe a little nugget about what he might be doing in the next season of The Mandalorian, which I feel like might be obvious, but maybe not to everyone, but he's going back to Mandalore, and he needs to go become a Mandalorian again because, he took off his helmet.
He removed the helmet.
He kind of, the old school ways of not being able to remove your helmet, and he needs to go cleanse himself and, you know, go redeem himself again. And that's obvious. I felt like that he was going to go to Mandalore with Bo and when all those folks and maybe rebuild, because we've got the flashback of it just getting bombed Terminator style. And yeah, I think that's going to be a really cool nugget for his show when we like go there and continue his journey. But yeah, I'm really curious to see if we're gonna see Luke and Grogu in this episode. And if it is going to go visit Grogu, is Luke gonna be there? Is there someone else that's gonna be teaching him? Could Cal Kestis be around? I gotta look up the timeline of the Fallen Order game. I think Cal's still alive. I imagine he's still alive. But we did see his little droid, not his droid, but the model droid at the shop. That was the one that got snatched up.
Got it.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. That little nugget, was that just thrown in just as like, hey, by the way, this is like a cool little droid we just wanted to show you? Or is it a potential for Cal to show up? Which I did play the game. I played it on release day and played through it. We do have video of that on our video game live channel or whatever. But that was an amazing video game. But yeah, I'm going to be interested to see where this goes for Boba's story, because we need to get back on track. As amazing as that episode was, we need to get back on track for Boba's story and Boba's mission and building this army and fighting this war against the Pikes. I'm really anticipating this moment and just what it's going to look like. Who else, like we've been talking about who might be pulling the strings for the Pikes. I still think there's a lot of potential for Crimson Dawn to be involved. Maybe Kira shows up at some point. That would be absolutely insane. But yeah, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Book of Boba Fett. Let's go. I do feel like I talk a lot faster in the Star Wars intros.
Yes. Yes, you do.
I think that's a level of excitement that I can't really control. But
like, you don't skip over your words. Nothing. It is concise, fast.
that's probably why I take a deep breath at the end, because I'm like, okay.
It's all there. We'll leave the specs and take the credits back to Ozark.
Do you know where you are, gentlemen?
What's up, buddy?
Hey. Awesome hair.
Everything out there to everything out there is the most Pelgo territories. And these stripes indicate I'm the marshal of said territories.
Nice to see Cobb Vanth again.
If you gentlemen load up your wares and head back to where you came, we can chalk this one up to you guys reading the map wrong.
Bitch, you don't know who you're fucking with.
Cobb shot first.
He didn't even flinch either. Just
I got a proposition for your bosses. Anyone gets lost running spice through Mos Pelgo again will be lost forever. Now load that chest and go. Consider it a fine for trespassing.
It's worth more than your town.
Well, then maybe I'll retire.
Is he going to join up with Boba Fett too? I mean, the potential cast of characters that Boba Fett has to choose from, especially now that, you know, Mando's with him. They're all Mando's friends. Oh, shit. A lot of money is just spilling out in the desert.
because I don't give a about your spice.
I'm so curious to see what he got forged for Grogu.
I know, me too. And are they gonna sell it as merch? Cause stop. Ah, R2.
So we are gonna see this right now. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god, that's R2.
Hello, friend. I'm looking for Skywalker. I came to see the kid, Grogu.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm getting chills right now.
I want to see the baby. Oh my god. By the way, the bamboo, this whole setup, I freaking love it. What in the world?
Feels very much like Dagobah almost, but like minus the giant crazy swamp.
This This is awesome.
Are they building a temple?
It looks that way.
That's pretty cool.
Fits perfectly.
Droid precision.
Mm-hmm. Did you just shut off?
Hey, droid, don't shut off. Wake up. Hey, I'm looking for Skywalker. He had a kid with him?
Is he building a bench right now?
Is that a bench? Is anyone here?
This is funny.
Anyone alive?
What is happening? Don't disappoint me right now!
I mean, R2's there. Luke has to be there somewhere.
But I like how
I love how they made him a bench.
a bench. Have a seat right over here. This is really cool, though. I love this whole area. This is really...
Very zen.
It is. I need to know where they filmed it. Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah!
Oh, Luke.
Oh my god!
He looks great.
He's such a cute thing. Oh my god, baby.
Dude, that looks fucking incredible.
It does. You gonna eat? Is it time to eat right now? Is Luke gonna be like, no? Look it up, look it up, look it up!
Grogu.
I'm almost hungry.
Do not play with the Force.
I was really hungry though. Oh my god!
All the frogs.
Yes. Anything for the baby.
Like that one.
Look at him.
I love this.
I want to tell you about someone you remind me of a great deal.
Aww. Oh, he's helping him walk by using the Force. Aw,
He was small
Yoda.
like you, but his heart was huge, and the Force was strong in him.
I love
He
this.
once said to me, "Size matters not." That's how he talked. He would speak in riddles. Have you heard anyone talk like that back home? Do you remember back home?
This is so good.
Would you like to remember?
Yes. Oh, his little baby.
Let me
head.
help you remember.
How did he get out of there? That was when Anakin was destroying the temple.
The galaxy is a dangerous place, Grogu. I will teach you to protect yourself.
This is incredible.
Wow.
What's up, Ahsoka?
You. I didn't expect to see you here.
I'm an old friend of the family.
I thought you weren't going to help train Grogu.
I'm not. Master Luke is.
Then what are you doing here?
That's my question for you.
I'm here to see the kid.
That's why R2 brought you to me instead.
What is this place?
There's nothing now, but will someday be a great school. Grogu will be its first student.
I'd like to know how he's doing.
He was doing fine.
A great school is gonna get destroyed by Ben Solo.
I want to see him.
You're gonna tell him no?
I know you do.
Yeah, the whole attachment thing.
Yeah, I know.
I warned you when we met that your attachment to Grogu would be difficult to let go of.
He was a Mandalorian foundling in my care. I just want to make sure he's safe.
There is no place in the galaxy more safe than here with Luke.
I don't understand why you're all right with Skywalker's decision to train the kid when you wouldn't.
Because it was his choice. I don't control the wants of others.
Then it's my choice to go and see him.
Of course, if that is what you wish.
I want to give him this.
Why? So he will remember you.
No. As a Mandalorian foundling, he should have this. It's his right.
Foundling. Perhaps he is a Padawan now.
Ooh, shit.
Either way, this armor will protect him.
Dude, I would be running to that baby,
You're set on it.
but he
Then allow me to
understands.
deliver it.
I came all this way. He's right there.
I get it. I totally get this.
Grogu misses you a great deal.
It's gonna mess him up if you
If
just
he
show
sees
up.
you.
Yeah.
It will only make things more difficult for him.
She's so good as Ahsoka.
It will. It's. I mean, I have a weird analogy, but like when you visit your kid at school and then you have to leave to let them finish their day, but they don't want to because now they want to go home with you.
Make sure he's protected.
Oh, Dad, he's such a good dad.
I love that Ahsoka said that she's a friend of the family.
Oh.
You know Anakin trained her, right?
Okay, this little baby hand.
Oh, Uba knows.
Mommy's crying. Now you're my little foundling.
All right. It's time to continue your training. Let's see you jump. That's all you got? Bend down, jump, and as you do, feel the force flow through you. You're trying too hard. Don't try, do.
Aww. I love how he's giving, like, Yoda. Ah, he's riding his back like Yoda did. This is so fucking cool.
With the swamp and everything. I freaking love that.
Look, the wide world exists in balance. Feel the force all around you. Through the force, you will find balance as well.
It's the song. Every time.
Is he on one foot? Oh my god.
Use the force. That's it. Very good.
With his little baby legs.
This is, this is so much fun watching it. Oh.
It's the giggles for me.
He likes
Those
the
little
lightsaber.
eyeballs, yeah.
Oh. Are we getting lightsaber training?
This is a training remote. It will test your reflexes.
He's turned into a soccer dad.
Watch out, Grogu. It's gonna zap ya.
Don't you dare zap the baby. Oh, you zapped the baby!
Get back up. Always get back up.
Good job!
Very good.
You fucking kidding
Oh my
me?
god, look at him jump!
Are you kidding me? When's he gonna start talking, though? I want to hear him talk. Ahsoka and Luke together is unbelievable. He's like, all right, I'm done with you fucking zapping me.
Good.
That's so cool.
It's more like he's remembering than I'm actually teaching him anything.
Sometimes the student guides the master.
Please talk about
The
Anakin.
Mandalorian was here.
As I told you, the two share a strong bond. And he brought him a gift.
Sometimes I wonder if his heart is in it.
So much like your father.
What should I do about him?
Trust your instincts.
Will I see you again?
Perhaps. May the Force be with you.
And also with you. What is it?
You're so much like your father. Love it.
We don't get to see what it is. We don't get to see the gift.
Alright, back to Boba Fett. But I don't want to leave Luke.
I don't want to either. I want to stay with baby. Should have named you Grogu. Huh? What do you think? Grogu? No?
Uba is Viking.
Yes, Uba is Viking.
The Pike Syndicate has been gathering soldiers the last few weeks. Mayor Mark Shays is on their payroll and has flown off-world, which leads us to believe
It's a black cape.
the storm is about to break. Here's a map of where they are gathering, based on whispers. The three crime families of Mos Espa seem willing to lay low and let the Pikes move on our territory. This is the Mandalorian Djarin. Thanks to him and Chrysanthemum, we now have enough experienced muscle to act as enforcers. The Mods have done a thorough job of surveying the streets. We lack the numbers to cover our territory if an all-out war comes. We need foot soldiers.
I might be able to help with that.
Is that a Naboo starfighter?
That's what it started off as. Haven't seen you since you gave up your armor.
Where's the little guy?
Back with his own folk.
That's too bad. I guess we both lost something we were fond of.
Can I buy you a drink?
So he's going to use Cobb as, like, to recruit foot soldiers.
I guess so.
I still don't see what all that's got to do with me.
I need you to lead a garrison. Your people are good fighters, and there's plenty of credits in it for them, too.
The peace is intact, Mando. We took out that dragon. My people don't want to fight no more.
Your town might be good for now, but it's all part of the same planet. We need good people to step up, or the spice is bound to come through these parts.
As long as I'm here, that's not a problem. So why should they risk their lives for this Boba Fett?
Mos Pelgo might be good right now.
Freetown.
It's called Freetown now.
We changed the name. Suits us better.
I fought side by side with the citizens of Freetown, and they're brave people, and the Pike Syndicate has us outnumbered, and we need your help.
The town wants no part of it. That's a city full of fight.
We're square, you and me.
Yes, we are, but I didn't think you were one to back down from bullies.
See, that's what I like about you, Mando. That big smile of yours lets you get away with anything.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Easy way.
Get the word out. I want all men and women of fighting age to come to town. I want to have a meeting.
Not our problem.
No, but it might be after they hear what I'm going to say.
What's that?
Very ominous figure walking in the desert.
Tell these people to head inside for a spell.
Something wrong, Marshal?
I hope not. Just rather err on the side of safety.
Are we getting a little showdown here? What the hell's happening?
Right? Who is this? Do you know who that is?
Is that fucking Cad Bane?
Cobb Vanth.
And who might you be?
Whatever Fett is paying you, we'll match.
What the fuck?
And all you've got to do is stay put and let things play out.
Live action?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, bitch.
I'd be careful where I was sticking my nose if I...
Dude, he looks badass.
Deputy, you better get the fuck inside, dude. Don't do
Is that
anything.
friendly advice or a threat?
Boba Fett
is a cold-blooded killer who worked for the Empire.
They got history.
You tell your spice runners Tatooine's closed for business. This planet's seen enough violence.
You should have never given up your armor.
Oh shit. Are we gonna lose them already? Dude, don't.
Yeah, I think he's dead for sure. He's gonna do something stupid.
He is gonna do something stupid. Oh shit.
Tatooine belongs to the Syndicate. As long as the spice keeps running, everyone will be left alone.
Oh shit, dude. He's working for the Pikes? Or whoever's in charge of the Pikes?
Did he just kill the marshal?
It looked like he shot him
On the arm. I'm hoping that he's not dead, please.
live at, like, he's in all the like a bunch of animated.
Oh, okay.
He's a bounty hunter.
Got it. The voice is awesome.
Like one of the baddest, maybe the baddest bounty hunters in the entire Star Wars universe.
Can we take your helmets for a cleaning?
Excuse me.
It sounds like C-3PO.
I think all protocol droids kind of sound like that.
Wait! You forgot your Captuna.
Oh no!
Well, I don't think we're gonna be seeing her anymore. And her fly outfits. Shit.
But we get to see Grogu.
It looks just like the temples that Luke was hiding out on.
Yeah.
Aww.
We get to see what was in it!
Oh, it's little chain armor.
Little chainmail! Oh my
Mandalorian
god!
wanted you to have this.
That is fucking adorable.
That's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life!
Before you take it, I will give you a choice.
Is it a baby lightsaber?
This is a lightsaber.
Is that Yoda's
My
lightsaber?
teacher, Yoda. And now, I'm offering it to you.
He's gonna make him choose between Jedi or Mandalorian.
But you may choose only one. If you choose the armor, you'll return to your friend, the Mandalorian. However, you will be giving into attachment to those that you love, and forsaking the way of the Jedi. But if you choose the lightsaber, you will be the first student in my academy, and I will train you to be a great Jedi. It will take you many years to master the ways of the Force, and you may never see the Mandalorian again. Because, Grogu, a short time for you is a lifetime for someone else.
How do you make that choice? That is... What?
Which do you choose?
Oh.
That's where you're gonna leave us? Are you freaking kidding me? Grogu has to... I mean, it makes sense.
I get it. I get it. He's not gonna go back to the Mandalorian. He's not. Or is he?
What? I don't know. I think that's a great question.
But Yoda's lightsaber? Come on,
That's fucking
man.
amazing.
Come on. He has a little baby lightsaber. I need one. I need a little baby lightsaber and some baby chainmail.
A little more callbacks to the prequels because we got to see Yoda use the lightsaber in the prequels. Super cool.
With his little flips and stuff. I love it.
That was an absolutely amazing episode. And again, this isn't a complaint, it's strictly an observation and a fact. 2 episodes in a row now, I think Boba Fett said one line.
Yeah.
I saw a really funny comment on, I think it was last week's video. Whoever you are who said this, you could claim yourself, I forget. But someone's like, they should just call this show Star Wars.
Yeah.
That way we don't have to, like, worry about, like, this is just...
Who it's specific
Yeah,
to.
this is just the saga of Star Wars. And I'm like, that's actually an amazing idea. Because we got more Mando than we got Boba Fett. We got more Luke and Grogu than Boba Fett. This is the book of Boba Fett. Obviously, we're dealing with a lot here. There's one episode left. So I think what the obvious thing that's going to play out is this is going to basically, it feels this way, and I've heard people say this before, basically going to segue into Mandalorian Season 3.
I get that.
Where this whole thing and whole setup was like, we're going to give Boba Fett his due, we're going to give him his show, this is a chapter, and because it's the book of Boba Fett, so each thing's playing as its own chapter, and it's going to launch into Season 3 of Mandalorian, where, I mean, we have one episode to solve this war, which doesn't seem like a lot of time to solve a war. Whether we're getting a second season of Boba Fett or this is launching into Mandalorian, I don't know. It feels like we're not going to get full resolution and conclusion with one episode.
Right.
It just feels that way, and that's fine as long as it's continued properly, and these shows have been awesome. I just can't, like, I know Star Wars and Lucasfilm purchased some deep fake technology.
Yeah, well,
Dude,
we
Luke
saw
looked
behind the scenes
awesome.
for that. Yeah,
Luke looked awesome. Like that, I'm sure maybe on like, if we were closer on like a super crazy giant TV, because our TV's not giant, but it's bigger and it's on the other side of the room. I'm sure there's some flaws in there with like movement or mouth movement when he's talking, but that shit looked good. I was really impressed. And just hearing Luke teach and guide Grogu and show him things and had him on his back like he had Yoda when he was learning and training. Like the callbacks on that stuff was awesome. The fact that it's one of those like really awesome but then really sad moments when you think about what happens to Luke's academy. And it's like, oh, cool. Like, we're building this really amazing, potentially super cool Jedi Academy. And it's like, oh, but Ben Solo's just going to destroy it at some point many years down the road. But, like, it's super dope watching it kind of start. It looked very much like the huts on Octu where Luke was hiding. Don't get me started. But yeah, like, it's super cool to see that start, but it's also very kind of like bittersweet, where it's like you kind of know what happens to Luke's academy down the road. But seeing Luke and Ahsoka on the same screen together talking is another one of those things. We've said this a lot with another show that we were reacting to, Cobra Kai, where it's like you never in a million years ever expected to see that happen. I never in a million years expected to see Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka having a conversation together. That was so cool. And the fact that she even threw out, like, they weren't going to have a deep conversation about Anakin, obviously, but that kind of would have been cool, though. I mean, the fact that she even threw out the line, like, you remind me of your father, you're so much like your father, like, that is so cool. And that, like, hit really hard here, because, you know, obviously things ended well, redeemed for Anakin. So I was kind of hoping to see a Force Ghost at some point of someone.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, it's gonna happen at some point, I would imagine, if we keep seeing Luke and teaching Grogu. And he was talking about Yoda. Like, how amazing would it be if like Force Ghost Yoda popped up?
Dude, don't.
Unbelievable. But yeah, like the stuff that they've added in the show, and I feel like I've said this a bunch since this show started. The timeline that we're dealing with here, it feels like an absolute giant sandbox where there's just so much potential, so many storylines and characters that can be introduced and have stories expanded and continued. And Cad Bane, hello, in live action, super cool. I don't have like a super ton of history with him, but he showed up in the Bad Batch and I did a bunch of homework on him because of that. And seeing him live act, like, that's one of those characters that could look really silly.
Yeah.
In live action.
Well, I was worried about Ahsoka looking silly with her hair pieces.
I don't remember what those are called. Y'all comments down below. Remember, I'm not an encyclopedia. I don't know everything. I forget what that is called. But yeah, like, she looks amazing. Like, she looked amazing in her episode on Mandalorian.
Because you know that could have gone horribly
wrong. Oh yeah, it could look super goofy and weird. But Cad Bane looked awesome. Like, his eyes and his mouth, and, like, the outfit's not so much. Like, he's basically just like a cowboy, basically,
yeah.
The way he's dressed. But, like, his face could come across really weird. And I thought it looked really good. And, I mean, he didn't say his name, but it was Cad Bane. The voice and his delivery and just the way he carries himself, he's one of the fastest draws in the universe. And Yeah, he's got
not in the West. He's in the
in
universe.
the universe. I gotta do a little bit more homework on, because I know he has history with Boba Fett. I know they've fought. I know they've dueled. I don't remember the outcome or how it played out. I gotta go back and do some more learning about Cad Bane. But I hope Cobb Vanth isn't killed. Like, I hope he didn't get killed there.
No, that would suck.
But I'm gonna be really curious to see what Cad Bane's role's gonna be. Because it sounded like he was there to be like, whatever Boba's like paying you to start this fight, I'll pay you more to not get involved because it's Syndicate land now.
Well, that's what he said.
And it's like, okay, so he's working for the Pikes. But again, I feel like the Pikes, there's still someone above the Pikes. And I think the obvious answer is Crimson Dawn with Kira. And there was some speculation, and I saw Star Wars Theory posted a video about this, that apparently Maul's ship was somewhere in the art for the ring world at the end of last episode. Maul's obviously not alive, spoiler alert, but Kira could be driving his ship, which would be really interesting. So it feels like that's kind of where this is going, because there's obviously a bigger mastermind, I feel like, ahead of the Pikes. It's not just the Pikes running the spice. I feel like it's bigger than that. But again, we'll find out probably next episode, I would imagine, because it's the finale and we got a big war to fight. But this show, like, not even just this show, but like the Star Wars shows in general, the way they've been able to incorporate these characters, making it feel very fluid and not out of left field and not too weird in terms of like interrupting the story. I mean, him showing up makes sense if he's working for the Pikes, you know? And like the Ahsoka edition and the Cobb Vanth edition and, you know, even Boba Fett in The Mandalorian, like all of it has made really, really seamless transition, and the story is really cool because I'm fascinated to see where this goes.
Same.
What the hell does Grogu do?
I don't know.
That seems like a really difficult decision to make for him.
But he has to let go of the Mandalorian, which
if he wants to be
sucks.
Jedi.
I mean, we all are heartbroken over it because we just want to see them together again. But for the betterment of the Jedi, of Grogu, of the school, I feel like he has to choose the baby lightsaber.
See, so I'll play devil's advocate just to go against you. I think he's going to pick the Mando armor and become a force-wielding Mandalorian. Because
that would be tight.
We have, like, there is history of a Jedi Mandalorian, which is why I was wondering, like, if that Mandalorian was official Jedi, why can't Grogu do both? Maybe it's just Luke's way of just making sure that the connection is just removed from Mando. And
yeah, I mean, I get both ways. I just want what's best for the baby.
Yeah, and I saw another theory that because he's force sensitive, he could wield the Darksaber and not have issues carrying it and using it.
The baby?
Yeah, Grogu.
Like
It's 5 times his size.
Yeah.
But still, like, that would be amazing if it was like passed along to him, and because it's like Foundling, Padawan. I mean, the Mandalorians are amazing and Din is amazing, but I don't think I'd ever be able to turn down an opportunity to train with Luke Skywalker and become a Jedi, even knowing what happens to his academy. Like, Luke Skywalker is my favorite character of all time in any piece of content ever.
So you think that because you know that the academy gets blown up, do you think Grogu actually does go with Mando?
I don't know. I think we have there's a lot of time before, I don't even think Ben's born yet, but we have a lot of time before Ben becomes Kylo and destroys the temple. There's probably a ton of different ways that they could kind of get him out of there, because you don't ever kill Grogu. He's going to live longer than Yoda. Like, he's going to live to like 2,000 years old. But it's one of those things where I don't think you kill Grogu ever, if the story even goes that far, you know? But I feel like that there's a million different easy ways to have him not there when the temple gets taken out. But yeah, I don't know. It's a tough choice because I see both stories making sense. Just because he goes with Luke doesn't mean his story ends.
Right.
Because we've seen it a million times in Star Wars content where someone's over here doing this while other people are over here doing that, and they just intertwine the stories with cuts, and like we still get the stories.
Right.
I don't think Grogu's story would end if he stays with
No,
Luke.
I don't think so either. I think it would be awesome to be able to watch them train.
Yeah, and I think...
with this little baby lightsaber.
I think once he gets old enough, maybe, and strong enough with the Force to control things, I think he could then have a relationship with Din.
Yes.
Maybe when he's old enough to understand everything. But right now, it's dangerous time for him. Like, he's young. He's obviously got a really tight connection with him now. Maybe as he gets older, he could, maybe have that relationship. But I don't know.
His little armor. Come on, stop.
That was super awesome.
Oh my god.
So cool. And seeing a little bit of a flashback with Grogu and what happened, he was at the Jedi Temple when Anakin was attacking with the clone troopers. I think we knew that already. I think Ahsoka tapped into that a little bit when she was like reading his mind and when they had their meeting. But how he got out is going to be really interesting. Who got him out of there? Was it R2? Is that why R2 was all excited to see him? Because he actually literally recognizes him? Or did someone else be able to get him out and save his life? Because he obviously didn't die that day. Because here he is now.
Yeah.
But getting that little flashback was...
Spoiler.
You don't get a lot of flashbacks in Star Wars. So seeing that was pretty powerful. And like they started charging at him. Which, that's some scary shit right there. You got a bunch of clone troopers killing all the Jedi.
Did he use the Force back then?
I mean, he was in the academy learning, so I would imagine that he had the abilities. And Luke said it while he was training him. He's like, it almost feels like...
yeah, like he doesn't remember.
Right. It feels like more like he's remembering than what I'm teaching him. So yeah, he's got Jedi power and he knows how to use the Force. It's just a matter of tapping into that and remembering is what it sounds like. So he might have obliterated all those troopers,
right?
And just been like, no. So yeah, I thought that was really dope. That was a really good episode. Again, I kind of just wish like so much shine is being removed from Boba Fett. Like at this point, it's almost like his story is the least kind of interesting of all of them. Like Grogu now, and
maybe that was the whole purpose.
Maybe. Just kind of like set it up and then transition.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of feels like that. But like Din's story, just Grogu's story now and the decision he has to make, and Luke, and even getting Ahsoka again was super cool. And I still can't get over the fact that we just saw a live action Cad Bane. Super dope. There's so many things that have played out where it's like, never thought we would see that. So awesome episode. I can't wait to see what the finale looks like. So any other thoughts? No. All right, y'all. You guys leave your comments down below. We'll see you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.